Hey everyone, so I've put my contact lenses in and I've just got my liquid latex on a sponge and I'm just putting that wherever I want that, and then I've got one ply thickness of tissue and I've just roughly placed that over it and then gone over it again with some liquid latex once more just to seal it in place and blend out the edges. So you just want to do the same thing wherever else you want your little zombie effect. So I've got that around my mouth and just on my forehead. So a layer of latex, then the tissue, and then going over again with another layer of latex. And then I'm just sticking over a second layer of tissue. And I'm doing that again in the other areas as well. Yuck, lots of sticky latex everywhere. So once the latex is all hard and dried, you just want to get something quite sharp. I've got a spatula and just make a little hole in the latex, well, quite a few holes, and just peel it up a little bit to make it look as though the skin is lifted. Once that's done, I've just got a latex sponge and going in with some grease paints, I'm just getting a bit of that orange colour and patting over the dried tissue on my face just to get rid of that white colour of the tissue. I'm then taking my Vichy Derma Blend foundation, which is way too light for me. I think it's in the shade Nude, and I'm just going to place that everywhere else on my face just so that I look a bit pale, and I'm just blending it out over the top of the tissue as well as into the rest of my face, just so that I have just a pale looking face, so I look a bit dead. I've taken a flat foundation brush here to help blend it out across the rest of my face, just to speed it up a little bit. You also want to take this down your neck as well, and over your lips, and just as far down as you can, just so that it just looks a bit more real, or wherever will be seen should be covered. Going back to that latex sponge, I'm mixing a bit of that dark purple and red and just patting over the edges and a bit over the top of the tissue. I'm just going to pat some of that around my nose so that it looks a bit sore and blend it out with my foundation brush. And then with any XX foundation, I'm just going to pat over the tissue to blend out the edges so that it doesn't look too harsh. You also want to take the same purple and red colour on your latex sponge and pat that over your mouth so that also looks sore, and around your eyes to give that tired, bruised, crazy effect. I'm then taking some black grease paint on a brush and I'm just filling in those little holes that we made earlier and just patting over it with my finger a little bit just to smudge it a little bit. And you just want to take the black all the way around the edges of those circles. I've then got the purple and grey grease paint mixed together on my latex sponge to contour, and I'm just going over it with my foundation brush to blend the contour out. so that it's harsh but not too harsh. And then again, where you would normally contour, around the temples and on your jawline as well. I'm then going to take some of my congealed blood, so it's not so much of a runny blood, and I'm just going to fill in those circles with that and then pat over it with my finger as well after to make it look a bit messy. You can also just make sure that the blood is not perfectly in the circles. Do it a little bit out of the circles around the edges of it to make it look a bit more crazy like I'm doing. To finish up, I've just got some runny blood which I'm just going to put into one of the holes and then pat around it just to add some extra crazy mess, and then around my mouth as well. And then I'm going to backcomb my hair just to add to that crazy zombie look, and then pat some more blood around my mouth, and there we go. I really hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to comment, let me know what you think, give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe.